A quick holiday programming note at the top here. This will be the last edition of WTFJHT for this week. We'll be back briefly with an edition on Wednesday, December 27th, and return to our regular publishing schedule starting on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. All right, let's do this. Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Welcome to day 1065. Donald Trump doubled down on his racist and xenophobic comments that undocumented immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country, and he rebuffed bipartisan criticism over his remarks that his rhetoric echoes Hitler. During a speech in Iowa, Trump said about undocumented immigrants, "They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing. They're destroying our country. They don't like it when I said that, and I never read Mein Kampf. They said, oh, Hitler said that." Hitler did use the term blood poisoning to denigrate immigration in his manifesto Mein Kampf. Still, Trump brushed off the Hitler comparison and claimed that Hitler meant it in a much different way, without providing any clarification as to what he meant. The current frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination added that undocumented immigrants were destroying the blood of our country and said they are destroying the fabric of our country. Meanwhile, Biden said there's no question that Trump supported the January 6th insurrection, a day after the Colorado Supreme Court ruled that Trump was disqualified from the state's 2024 ballot. Biden said, "Well, I think certainly it's self-evident. You saw it all. Now, whether the 14th Amendment applies, I'll let the court make that decision. But he certainly supported an insurrection. No question about it. None. Zero. And he seems to be doubling down on everything." Biden's comments came hours after the state Supreme Court in Colorado ruled that Trump was ineligible to serve as president due to his role in the January 6th attack at the Capitol. Biden said, "Once again, Trump embraces political violence instead of rejecting it. We can't let this happen." Republican Senator Tom Tillis, meanwhile, introduced legislation that would withhold federal election administration funds for states that misuse the 14th Amendment. The bill would amend the Help America Vote Act of 2002, adding language to clarify that the Supreme Court has sole jurisdiction to adjudicate such 14th Amendment cases. And finally, Trump urged the Supreme Court to hold off on deciding whether or not he's entitled to absolute immunity from federal criminal charges for his efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. The court filing came in response to special counsel Jack Smith's request that the Supreme Court take up consideration of Trump's immunity claim directly and skip over the appeals court process that could take months to resolve to ensure that the trial can start on March 4th. Trump's attorneys argued that Smith has given no compelling reason why the Supreme Court should immediately step in, other than to ensure Trump will be subjected to a months-long criminal trial at the height of a presidential campaign where he is the leading candidate. Earlier this month, Judge Tanya Chutkan denied Trump's motion to dismiss his indictment on presidential immunity and constitutional grounds, writing that his 4-year service as commander-in-chief did not bestow on him the divine right of kings to evade the criminal accountability that governs his fellow citizens. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.